Hi everyone, happy July and welcome to Body Empowerment. I hope everyone's having an awesome July, whether it's summer or winter, wherever you are. It is a very hot and sweaty summer for me here in New York. For today's Body Empowerment episode, I wanted to talk about movement. I have started to use the term movement for myself instead of exercise or working out because I'm 29. I've been recovered from an eating disorder now for 7.5, going on 8 years. The movement story and narrative of my life has been vast. It has covered everything from being a dancer for most of my childhood and adolescence to having over-exercising problems within the context of the eating disorder I had to really healthy and amazing training, snowboarding, skiing, water skiing, wakeboarding, kayaking, swimming, sailing, tennis, and being absolutely awful and terrified of team sports. But, and in my adult life, there's been a variation of working out traditional, like going to the gym, working out, and also I've been doing practicing yoga for over a decade. So point being, I've done all these different things at varying levels of commitment, requirement of self, and desire. And I am coming off of I'd say 3-year stint of non-regular movement. So when I went to graduate school in August 2009, and that is definitely the beginning of a quick decline out of regular movement. And before that I was doing yoga pretty regularly, and I didn't belong to a gym. And yoga was the movement my body needed and kept me going. And so throughout grad school, I barely made it to yoga, barely made it to the gym, and since have been very on again, off again. Recently, I joined a gym again, and I've been really enjoying it. And one of the things I've noticed at this time of being at a gym in my life is I'm really enjoying the variety of movement. And I've also, in sort of reinvigorating the movement and the chosen and deliberate movement into my life, I've also done a lot of things outside of the gym. For instance, I have been, I got a living social thing for trampoline yoga. I've taken some trampoline yoga classes, and it's amazing. I mean, you're not really doing yoga. You're just kind of using this mini trampoline and just doing a lot of movement, and it reminds me of when I was a dancer, and it feels even more liberating almost than dance used to feel. There's a swimming pool that just opened up near where I live that's free to the public, and there's lap options, and so being in the water is something I really love and cherish, and I find myself just excited to move. So what I have learned in this long journey of, the total spectrum of actual movement and moving activities, as well as levels of desire and commitment, is that it's really important to do movement you love and to move in general to what your body is capable of doing, and also knowing your body's limits. So for example, one person's body may be able to hike the Appalachian Trail, and another person's body can pretty much only get away with taking walks. And that's okay. And so the point being is I really want to advocate for and promote discussion on movement that fits whatever we're doing in our lives at the time. So I just had a long burst of inactivity, and now the inertia is shifting where I really want to move a lot, and I'm doing my best to not blame myself for that period of inactivity, and also know that it was a really important time for me to work on other things. And now I'm back to a space where I want to be moving again, and again, I keep saying again, and repeating myself, and that's okay with me. I'm gonna just do that. I'm just excited this time around, as I am embracing moving again, that I am feeling really good about the variety and what my body needs. It's not to say that I wouldn't maybe love a session or two with a trainer just to see what's good for my body at the moment, but it is to say that I've noticed a new approach that I don't know I've ever really had. I used to really pressure myself that I had to work out and exercise a certain way for a certain amount of time, a certain, whatever, with, everything sort of clocked in. And now it just feels really good, similar to intuitive eating, to intuitively move. And that is what I want to talk about today. So I look forward to hearing people's thoughts. And how about, what's your favorite kind of movement as of late? Because I reckon it'll change, right? Because our bodies, our lives, and our energies shift, and different movement at one point is really great another time. Like, actually, yoga is feeling like less of a need lately for me versus real, other kinds of movement. So like the traditional vinyasa I was doing for so long, so regularly, is like, oh, I want to go on a spin bike because that's the energy I have right now. So it's about honoring where your energy's at and what your body's feeling. Cool. And also, I want to honor that some people in treatment and recovery are not in a space where they should be moving, and so that's okay too. And some of us also go through inactivity periods, and that is okay too. So whatever your journey is, movement, non-movement, it's recognizing that intuition is really important to pay attention to no matter what. And have a beautiful week. I'm out. I also want to add and honor that part of body empowerment is feeling empowered and fully self-loving and embracing of our bodies as they are, and with what they're capable of. And so I also want to honor that some of us, some people, have limitations with what their body can do. Maybe they can't walk, maybe they can't move, maybe that's permanent, maybe that's temporary. So I also want to honor that movement may or may not be possible based on actual body logistics, and that we honor all that our body is capable of, because whatever that is, no matter how little or large on the spectrum of general objective and subjective viewing, that is powerful for our bodies.